Today on Vic's Tips, I'll show you how to make Panera Bread's most popular broccoli cheddar soup. Tastes just like Panera, but way cheaper. It's easier than you think and ready in under 30 minutes. And I'm serving it in a bread bowl to give you that whole Panera experience. So delicious. Hey folks, welcome back. Vicky here. You're gonna love this Panera Bread inspired broccoli cheese soup. It's so much easier than you think. It'll take you about a half an hour, and there's lots of swap outs. So whatever you got at home, pretty much, if you've got broccoli and cheese, you can make this soup. Let's get to it. Things you'll for sure need is 2 cups of half and half. You can use milk, even heavy cream, just maybe a little less than 2 cups. Chicken broth or vegetable broth is fine in this also. Even if you have bouillon, a little bouillon cubes and some water, that'll work. Dijon mustard is your best, and make sure it's a store brand, because I've noticed the more expensive brand doesn't have turmeric in it, and you'll want to have the turmeric. Turmeric is like an earthy, peppery flavor. It's that little something something in soups or a curry. You're like, what is that? It's something I like. It's probably turmeric. It's got a great flavor, great color. You'll notice the cheaper store brands are a little darker because of the turmeric. It's real good for you, digestion, and it's an anti-inflammatory, in case you wanted to know. I always put turmeric in my chicken soup also. You're gonna need a half a stick of butter and a 1/4 cup of flour. That's gonna be for the roux. Go put this by the stove. Of course, a big bunch of broccoli, a couple of carrots. Now you can go ahead and use frozen broccoli. Perfectly great here. It was just on sale, so I'm gonna use fresh today. Yay. But I usually, honestly, will use the frozen broccoli. A couple of carrots, you can use that frozen too, and a block of cheese. You can really use any cheese that you like. If you want that Panera flavor, you're gonna wanna use a cheddar, sharp or mild. Those all work. It's really important to shred your own. This is one of those times when you can't fix it and make it easier. Because when you buy the packaged shredded cheddar cheese, it's got a coating on it to keep all the little pieces separate. And it just doesn't really melt all nicey gooey as much as you want. But if you really didn't want to shred your cheese, go ahead. It isn't gonna kill it. You're also gonna need an onion. It's about a medium or a small onion, like a half a cup. If you have a big onion, just do half of it. And some garlic, somewhere between 4 and 6 cloves. You can use the jarred garlic. You could even use garlic powder and onion powder if you didn't even have an onion. And today I'm gonna be super extra special and put it in bowls, because I found these bowls on sale, which is what inspired me to make this soup. Let's get chopping. Just gonna chop my onion, just your regular chopped onion way. And let's beat up our garlic now. Smashing the garlic. Take the little skins off. Cut small. Peel the carrots and then grate them. Doing all the prep work first because it's gonna go kind of quickly once I get over to the stove. And if you've seen my videos, you know I always have a bag for my trash. Wow, that's smart. Just makes things go that much easier. I'm gonna grate my carrots for this recipe. You could cut them real small if you like. I just like the way the long pieces of carrots kind of go together with the broccoli. So about a half a cup of carrots. And you see I have the tag on here still? I'm waiting for the tag to fall off in cleaning. That's when I know I need another one. It's like a meter for my grater. Now the broccoli. You're gonna wanna take off all the leaves. And we're gonna cut off just the florets in one foul swoop. Like that, swoop, just like that. Now this I saved because I use broccoli in a lot of things. For this soup, I'm kind of just looking for the florets. But if you're not going to use a lot of broccoli in anything else, what you can do is you cut it around here where it starts to get hard. You could feel it about here. And then peel it, the harder skin off, because it's soup and you need it to be softer. Just give a little quick peel.
Don't waste your broccoli.
Then go ahead and chop that up for your soup. Perfectly fine. But I know I'll be using it in other recipes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just save mine. Anyway, for the florets, just gonna chop them small. Think little bite-sized pieces. And it's okay if you have this, because those are those little bits of green pieces you see in the soup. That's all good. You want pieces like that. Okay, I got my broccoli pieces saved. Chopped spoon-sized broccoli. Let's go to the stove and make some soup. To a nice big soup pan, I'm gonna add a half a stick of butter on medium-high heat, along with my onions and the carrots. I'm gonna saute that up for about 5 minutes until the onions are soft and translucent. I'm gonna add a little pepper and salt. And everything's soft, time for the garlic. Mix that up around the pot just for a short while until you start smelling garlic. You don't want to burn your garlic. You just take about, actually 30 seconds. You just want to keep it moving. Looks good. And now our flour. This is going to be our roux. It's going to help our soup stay nice and thick. And all we're doing here is moving it around again in the butter and the onions, the garlic, carrots. We're burning off that flour flavor. We're not burning the flour. So let's just keep moving it around. That's how quick this is. It's why I said have all of your stuff ready in advance. See the flour? It's all absorbed into the onions and carrots and stuff. This is when we put in our chicken broth. Then give it a good stir. It should start to thicken up pretty quickly. And then our half and half. Remember, you can always use milk if you want half and half. Perfectly fine. The Dijon mustard. I don't know, about a tablespoon. I'm going to go ahead and use paprika. Just maybe a teaspoon. You don't have to. Just like paprika, I love the flavor. That smoky, sweet, nutty flavor and color. And then the broccoli. I'm going to go ahead and cover that and let it simmer for about 15 minutes while the broccoli cooks. After 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and check our broccoli. You want it to be tender. Looks good. And I'm going to give it a little taste for salt and pepper. Ooh, that tastes good. I'm going to turn the stove off and then add the cheese. You want it to be off the heat when you add your cheese. And that's it. You could add a little hot sauce to this or red pepper if you like. That's all there is to it. And I'm hungry. That cheese oozing down. Oh, so good. Super delicious. And you saw how easy that was. And Panera's soup is like $7 to $10 for a little package. That's how much it cost me to make a big whole pot. Super great. Gotta try this. If you like this recipe, give me a like. If you've tried it, go ahead and comment below. Even if you just give me a thumbs up in the comments, that'll count. I hope you like my videos. I sure love making them. And ring that notification bell because I have new videos every week. Don't want to miss a thing. I'll see you next time.